What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense, back once again. And this video is a reintroduction to a fragrance company that was generous enough to respond back and send me samples in which I didn't expect them to send full bottle presentations. I was really expecting, when I reach out to companies, I always be looking for decants of samples, but some companies go above and beyond and they send out bottles of fragrances, which is cool. It's fine. This particular company called Lady in Red, I'll put the full description in the link below about the fragrance house, and you can check them out. I know some people have been asking about them. I started doing a review or two on them, and life happens. As y'all know, I'm not at the hospital anymore. I'm working at a different job, so I don't have that gap in between jobs anymore to come home and sit down and do a video or two and then go to work. I have to leave one job at 4 and I have to be at my other job by 5. So that doesn't give me a lot of time. And the only time I really can do a plethora of videos is on the weekend. So they reached out to me not too long ago and asked when I was going to be able to do more videos. And I told them I would get back to it soon. So this is not going to be like an individual fragrance video. This is just going to be a reintroduction again to this house, this company. And I'm going to show you the fragrances that they sent me, minus one, because one of them I sent to my boy Trey. It was a woman's fragrance from this particular line. And he's giving it to his wife. So once we figure out what's going on, because when we tried to track it, it said it sent it here, in which I haven't seen it. So it's got to be at the post office. So I don't know what happened, what the discrepancy is, but we'll get it figured out tomorrow. So with that being said, this, if you haven't seen already or paid it any attention, is a Creed Replica company. I believe they do some different things, but for the most part, they do replicas of Creed's fragrances. And for what I have here, it looks to be some of their more popular fragrances. They only actually sent me 5 different ones. One of them was an actual woman's version of another popular fragrance from this company. But let's get to it. So, Fragrance Club Genealogy Collection. It says our replica of, and then whatever the fragrances are, which is Silver Mountain Water, Creed's Viking, Millesime Imperial, Green Irish Tweed, and Creed Aventus. And the other fragrance that I had from this company, which made it 6, was the woman's version of Creed Aventus. And I don't do women's videos, women's fragrance videos. Now, I do have a few that I'm not going to talk about right now, but I do have maybe 3 or 4 women's fragrances. I just don't have the woman's subscriber base to be doing a lot of women's fragrances. So I may just do those ones and then be done with it. But for the most part, this company is a really good clone or replica company. I have worn, I believe, 2 of these fragrances already. And the good thing is I do have the originals to some of these fragrances. And one I know in particular, well, 2 in particular, The Viking and the Silver Mountain Water I smelled in Nordstrom's not too long ago, so I can remember what they smell like. I have several clones and the original of Millesime Imperial. I do actually have Creed Aventus now and a couple of clones. And I have the original Green Irish Tweed decant plus some clones also. So I can do comparison videos coming up on these also. But I just wanted to reintroduce y'all to this house, this company. They are really good. These are 50 ml size bottles. And you're going to pay, if I'm not mistaken, around somewhere between 25, and this is just a ballpark guesstimation because I didn't go back and look. I think it's like $35. So scratch the 25. I think it's 35 for 50 ml of this. 30 or 35, somewhere around in there, which is not bad at all, especially for what you're getting in these fragrances. They smell great. Performance, I have done, I think, 1 or 2 videos already. So if you want to revert back and check those out, you can. But I'm going to start all the way back over with these fragrances. I'm going to give them proper wearing, a full week, 5 days. Well, that's not a full week, but 5 work days of wearing these 5 fragrances. And I'm going to be doing reviews on them. The reviews, I'm going to try to do them the days that I wear them, just to give you a pretty decent reading on how long performance is as far as projection and longevity. But these are not bad. And in first impression, the Silver Mountain Water, it has to me, a unisex type feel to it. It's not very masculine. It kind of smells like it has a woman's slight touch to it. I think I have something that is supposed to be similar to this. I can't remember what it was. But it's not a bad fragrance. It smells pretty good. Now, my favorite, hands down, from all of these, and this particular fragrance does not get a lot of spotlight when people talk about Creed fragrances. They mostly talk about Aventus, Millesime Imperial, Green Irish Tweed, and there may be like Royal Oud or something like that. But Viking, to me, smells awesome. I've smelled the actual Viking, and this replica of it is spot on. I like this a lot. This is not one that I would wear every day. You would have to have like a special occasion to wear this, I think. Or maybe, I don't want to say dressed up, but maybe if you got on like some nice jeans, you got on some nice shoes. I'm not talking about tennis shoes. I mean like some dressy type shoe. You know how the guys dress with the nice jeans, like the churchy type shoes, a nice shirt, maybe a vest over it, or you know, something kind of casual dressing, that type deal. Yeah. Beautiful scent though. I love it. The Millesime Imperial, the sweetness that is in this, it's just, y'all know me, I'm a sucker for sweet fragrances, and their version of Millesime Imperial is also spot on. I have samples of Millesime Imperial, and they all have that same sweetness to it. The only one that kind of reminds me of Millesime Imperial, but is more soapy to me, it does slightly have that DNA. It's just not close enough to me. Is Sean John Unforgivable. So if you want me to be honest, I would take this out of the equation of Millesime Imperial clones. This smells good, but to me, this is more soapy than anything. It does have that slight sweetness to it, but it's nothing like Millesime Imperial or this variation of it. This is nice. Very nice. Their Aventus, I can also say, is almost spot on. Their atomizers are nice. Yeah. You can tell that the original is more refined, more higher quality than this. But this is nice. And if you don't want to pay a lot for a close Creed smelling clone, $35 for 50 ml of this, I think is worth it, to be honest with you. And the Green Irish Tweed is spot on. It has that aspen type sweetness to it. And I know I say that a lot, but it's nice. And I do have some clones of Green Irish Tweed, and my favorite is Trace Nuit. Yeah. It's damn near spot on. It's damn near spot on. I think the company of Lady in Red is doing a wonderful job with their fragrances. Like I said, I'll get the information, put it in the link below. Put it in the link below so you all can check that out. I know that's one thing I don't do a lot of. I don't put enough description, and I don't do a lot of editing and stuff like that. And I feel like if I mention something in a video, then you guys should be able to pick up on it and go and do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. But I will try my best to get you as much information as possible for this fragrance company. And I will give them their justice when it comes to their fragrances, because they were nice enough to reach out or reach back out after I reached out to them and send me these with no hesitation. So at the least thing I can do is give them their just due and review these fragrances like I should. But like I said, you know, life happens. Time constraints don't allow me to do videos like I used to do during the week. I only can do them on the weekends, and most of the time, by the time I hit Friday, I'm so tired, and I wear fragrances. I just don't wear a lot of them during the week because it's so hot and nobody really recognizes them. I don't work at a place like the hospital where women are in abundance. I work around a bunch of dudes, and not a lot of guys have it in them to tell another man that they smell good, and which it doesn't bother me a bit. But I am going to give them their just due. Lady in Red International. Check them out. This is really how to smell good. I'm out, y'all. Peace.